from November 14th this year to November 21st this year, it is known as National Letter of Intent Week, or NLI Week for short, where current student athletes in high school will sign their letter of intent to go play at Division I and Division II college programs. It's an incredible accomplishment considering that less than 2% of every high school athlete that suits up will be fortunate enough to sign an NLI. This year, we are fortunate enough to have 3 sixth formers signing their NLI this week. Now, it's important to note that these are not the only student athletes from the sixth form that will be competing in college sports next year. In fact, we have many, many more. But Division III athletes do not sign an NLI, nor do junior league hockey players. So in order to honor our NLI signees, they're going to say a few words to the community. First up, we have Henry Atias, who will be playing lacrosse at Hartford University.
First of all, I have no business standing here. Second of all, the great thing about life is that somehow I end up standing here. A little over a year ago, the thought of college was unattainable. That's Rambo. Freshman year, I was kicked off the lacrosse team because academically I had failed. The following year, I was challenged with who I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. It was a coach and a few teachers who saw me more than a test taker, a grade maker, and a statistic on a piece of paper. All of a sudden, it was clear that I had a purpose. First, I want to thank the coach who changed my life, Matt Strebel, at my old high school, who then led me to Coach Williams in Millbrook, who I can't thank enough for seeing the potential in me and allowing me this opportunity. While Strebel, the man who changed my life, it is family, of course, that loved me no matter what, fed me no matter what, and kept the doors unlocked. It is with them that there is no thanks required. To complete this story, I thank the University of Hartford for believing. So as I have no business standing here, I am in awe and so grateful that the greatest thing about life leave me standing here. Thank you.
Next up, we have Hussein Buddha, who will be playing soccer at Stanford.
Let's go!
There you go.
If you look at the story of my life, even if I don't go to college, all right. Okay, I'll go again.
No.
If you look at the story of my life, even if I don't go to college, I've come a long way. But I've always been someone that always aims high, someone that always wants to do big things. And if you picture in your mind, like everybody has a ladder, everybody you climb, every day you climb up, you try to go further. If there is one thing that I've learned in my 4 years here with sports and academics and everything, is the focus on your own ladder. Just keep climbing and don't look at other people. And whatever people think about you, it doesn't really matter. It's you. Set high standards and just keep climbing. You never know, you might end up at the top of the ladder. And
Sorry, could you?
I think I really got here because of hard work, and that's something that I've learned that it does pay off. So many hours I've been on the turf, shooting with Hugo. When Zach Tukey was here, he graduated last year. So many hours there shooting on him. There were times where we went down with shovels and we created spaces to play there. I hit the gym every time. There've been ups and downs. There've been times where I couldn't get up, but there have been a lot of support around me, people that have helped me get over here, people that I've always felt like there've always been support around me, where it's like, if you work out, we'll give you any help you want. And with that, I really want to thank all my friends, all my teammates, Mr. Castano, Mr. Downs, everybody at Millbrook, all my teachers, thank you very much for helping me. Thank you very much for all this support. I want to thank Miss Mackenzie. If you look at my Millbrook career, I've only missed 2 games because of yellow cards and not because of injuries. And which I did learn a lot. And in fact, I wouldn't be playing right now if it wasn't for Miss Mackenzie. So thank you very much. I want to thank Mr. Siegenthaler. Thank you for being patient with me. There have been times where I've always wanted more, and my teammates will know this. I'm never satisfied after every game, and sometimes my emotions carry too much. And thank you very much for being patient with me and working things out. Big thank you to Mr. Hart. If I had time, I would talk about him for hours and hours. This man has done so much for me. He's taken me under his wings like his own kid. Started off as my advisor, and now he's way more than that. Whether he was driving to college visits, sacrificing a lot to drive me to places, giving me any kind of support you can think of, him and his family, you've done so much for me, and I'm really grateful for that. I can't say, there's no way I can show my gratitude to you, but just to represent everything that you've taught me, and I hope I really keep making you proud of me.
Susan and Karen want to say congratulations.
Thank you. That's his wife. Yes, so, and last but not least, I want to thank my teammates so much. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. You know, the number of times I hear, "What up, 7?" or whatever, that's what keeps me going. And thank you very much. Now let's go get this ring.
And last but certainly not least, we'll have Swiss Muhammad playing soccer at JMU.
I'd like to use this time to thank everyone who have had an impact in my 4 years life at Millbrook. Special thank you to Mr. Mackenzie for an amazing 4 years with me. It's still not enough. The Hardys for being the best host parent I could ever ask for. Mr. John Powers, who is not here, for being the best guardian I know him to be. To all my teachers for their time on us. Mrs. Mackenzie for always fixing my broken self. Thank you to Mrs. Maria Grant and Mrs. Morrison, who are both also not here, for being my hidden heroes. Mr. Williams, thank you for all my college processes. Adelaide and Jalia for being my 2 other musketeers. Finally, to all my teammates, part of becoming the person I am today wouldn't have been an impossible mission for me without your support and you believing in me. So thank you also.
Now we warmed up earlier, but one enormous round of applause for all 3 of these.